Hello everybody, so it's time for Best New Horrors Part 2. I'm just gonna got some nice cold water with me today because it is way too hot at the moment. It shouldn't be this hot in the UK. We're known for rain and cold weather. Here we go with this. Thank you to all the people that watched it. It got a lot of views, the first part did, and thank you to everyone on Movie Pilot that suggested stuff for this part 2, and people on YouTube that suggested stuff, and I also apologise for this getting out very late. I said on my Facebook, you can go and like my Facebook, it's free. Don't know why I did that with my hand. You can go like that, and I posted on there a week ago saying, hey, Best New Horrors Part 2 will be out this Friday. Never got it out. But here we go with it today. First off, we're going to start with suggestions of stuff that I've watched on Netflix and stuff that I had on DVD. But I recently got rid of the DVDs because I'm upgrading on Blu-ray, but I haven't bought them on Blu-ray yet. But let's just start with me talking through these ones quickly, and then we'll get on to the two piles that I've made here with Blu-ray and DVD. So, first off, we start with the Asylum Blackout, also known as The Incident. Well, the one that I watched came up with The Incident on the screen. It is about a prison that has a blackout, and the cooks there are stuck inside this prison with the prisoners, and it goes pretty crazy. There's some pretty crazy gory parts, there's some crazy killings in here, some really nice little practical effects, and it goes well. It's got a good, fast-paced story. It's got some good moments to it. It has an 80s vibe to it because I think it's meant to be set in 1989, and it really works with that sort of thing. But then there's an ending where I wasn't sure if it was meant to be playing with your head or what was really going on, but it was a pretty good horror, and I did enjoy it. And the next film we're talking about is Megan is Missing. Now, Megan is Missing is a film that I didn't completely enjoy. Like I've said with this videos before, these are films that I think horror fans will enjoy, and they will at least enjoy one element of them. Megan is Missing is a film that I didn't enjoy it for the start of it, and then it has an ending which will shock you and surprise you, and that's why I'm suggesting it. And it was suggested as well, so that is why I have put it in here. Death Bell is the next one that I'm talking about. I had it on DVD recently, but I was tidying out stuff, and I was like, probably not going to watch it again anytime soon, so I'll get rid of it. But Death Bell is a really good Japanese, well, I think it was Japanese or Korean horror. There's a big difference there, but yeah, it was pretty solid with what it did, and it was pretty, it has some good kills in there and things, and then had an ending when I wasn't expecting, which did something very nice and different, and Japanese really know how to do horror. Korean, Japanese really know how to do the horror, so that was pretty good. The next one is A Horror Waits to Die, directed by Adam Wingard and written by Simon Barrett, and who did You're Next and stuff. I did enjoy this first time I watched it. I gave it a second viewing again recently. I have it on DVD, but it's not here. I left it back at my dad's. But yeah, I did enjoy it. It has some good elements to it. It's got some interesting moments to it. But it's not a horror that I absolutely love, but it does have some interesting elements to it, and I do suggest that you check it out. I'm sweating right now. Gah. Next one is Red State. Once again, I got rid of this because I'm going to get the steelbook of it. But Red State is Kevin Smith having his try at horror. It has some really interesting moments that I did really enjoy, some pretty horrible moments as well. Characters that I did really like, and Michael Parks is just absolutely crazy in it, and really brilliant as well. And I think Kevin Smith did do a really good job with trying horror, and I'm excited to see Tusk that he is doing next. Next one is Eden Lake, one that I'm upgrading on Blu-ray as well, so that's why I'm not showing it. Eden Lake is sort of, this couple go to the woods, Michael Fassbender is in it. It's one of the only horrors that Michael Fassbender has starred in, but they go to the woods. There's then teenagers after them. It's got some pretty horrible and horrific moments, and an ending that really works. And it's one of my favourite sort of horrors. And yes, I'm not going to Blu-ray, like I said, but it is a really interesting horror and shows how horrible teenagers can really be with the violence and things that happen in this, and it's pretty shocking at moments. And the last one is, I got rid of this on DVD recently as well because I'm going to upload it on Blu-ray, is the remake of I Spit on Your Grave. It's still pretty horrible with its story and everything, what it does, but I feel that it was better than the original. Now, the original, yes, is a very slow film. I think it's about 3 hours long, but this one got to things a lot faster. Had some pretty interesting things with what it did. A horrible scene, including something with fish hooks, but I suggest you check it out if you want to see sort of a good remake that does work. And now let's go on to this stuff here. So the first one is Scream 4. After the atrocious Scream 3, this is what we needed. This went back to sort of how the first one was very self-aware with itself, and did work for me, and I really did enjoy it, and it's funny, and the big opening of this is pretty crazy with what it did, but it's like I was sitting in the cinema, I was like, I'm not sure what's going on right now. I understood that the stab thing was in the other films, but it's something interesting, and this, it was nice to see that all the cast back together, and sort of excited for the TV series, but a bit worried about it at the same time. Oh, didn't put this one over here. Okay, let's talk about this one now. Next one is The Descent. The Descent is one of my favourite horrors of seeing these people go into this cave. It makes you very claustrophobic. It's very horrible. The things that are in the cave are just absolutely horrible, but it's gory, it's crazy, and it's a horror that really works. I enjoy the original ending of this, and then with the sequel, it's just like, okay, they did the American ending. It's just like the sequel they did. If you've seen the original ending, it doesn't make sense what happens with the ending of that, and it sort of annoyed me. But The Descent, if you've never seen this, definitely check it out. Next one, or next two, this is what people suggest now. There's ones in here that I'm like, how the hell did I miss them out the first time? So I'm sorry for missing this out the first time. That is, we're going back as far, I think, as back as far as 2002 this time. So we've got 28 days later and 28 weeks later. 28 weeks later is good, has its good moments. I know not everyone enjoys this as much as the first one. I absolutely love the first one. It is one of my favourite horrors. I watched this at such a young age. My sister got it for a birthday present, and she gave it to me. She was like, it's not my type of film. I don't know why someone got it for me. So she gave it to me, and I absolutely loved it. It's incredibly crazy moments of this, and is the zombie genre in a different way, but it's not really zombies because they've got the rage virus, and they're fast running and things. But yeah, I do enjoy both of these, and I haven't watched 28 Weeks Later in a long time, so I might give it a little revisit just to see if I like it more than I did originally, but I do like it. Next one, another one of my favourite horrors, that is The Loved Ones, an Australian horror, which is just absolutely amazing. About the girl asks the guy to prom night, but he says he's going with someone else already and that he won't go with her, so she takes him back to her house, has her own prom night with him, and it's very gory, has some very horrible moments, but is just really good, and I absolutely love this. This is one of the best horrors that we've had in a long time. Next one, can't believe I missed it out on the first time. Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. This is absolutely hilarious film, very self-aware of itself, a whole lot of fun, many crazy moments, and I just absolutely love it. And if you've not seen this, watch it straight away, because you're in for a very fun time if you watch it. Next two, these are sort of the first one's sort of so bad it's good, but I remember watching this at such a young age. My uncle suggested it to me and my dad. We rented it out from the video store, we took it home. My dad thought it was absolutely terrible, but I can watch it back now and absolutely love it for what Eli Roth did with that, and that's Cabin Fever. Cabin Fever, I just really love the first one. It's just stupid and fun, and has some really horrible moments in it as well. Cabin Fever 2 was a lot funnier, a lot grosser as well, with some pretty gross scenes, but it's still it's really fun, the second one. I know Ty West doesn't like it because he was directed it, but then they took away everything that he did with that, so he wasn't very happy with it, but I still really do enjoy Cabin Fever 2. Next one is The Woman. This is one of the best horrors in a long time as well. It's pretty horrible, but it's really well done, and yeah, like pretty horrific, but really great. And if you've not seen this, just check this out. You don't need to see the first film, which well, I forgot the name of the first one. I don't think this. It's just the only thing that connects is the character, and that's all. But yeah, The Woman. Just check that out if you have not seen it. Next one. And I've talked about this before and said I don't like it really, but I do like moments of it, and I'm suggesting it because someone said that I should put it in here as well. A Serbian film. If you've not seen a Serbian film and you want something to shock to your friends, or something that's a bit different from what you've seen before and is absolutely horrible, then yeah, watch a Serbian film. Now we've just got DVDs here. Next one is High Tension, Haute Tension, or just known as Switchblade Romance in the UK. Yeah, Switchblade Romance is really good at the beginning. It has some very horrific and horrible moments. It's got like home invasion at the beginning, then changes to something different. But then the ending is the thing that lets it down. But still, definitely have to check this out if you have not. Next one, someone suggested I should put this in. I saw this at Girls Go Fright Fest, and I've had it on DVD, but I haven't watched it. a second time. I probably should, but this is sort of a what the fuck film, but in my opinion, one of Rob Zombie's best films to date. I do enjoy The Devil's Rejects and House of a Thousand Corpses, but this, I feel like he's sort of got where he almost needs to be, and that is The Lords of Salem, or Salem. They had some pretty good moments, some really nice cinematography, and then went into just what the fuck territory around the end. But if you've not seen this, I suggest you check it out. Next one, this film's a bit dated. I only recently watched it. I only recently bought it. They re-released it on DVD. I don't know why, just with the new artwork. That is The Last Horror Movie. Now, the thing that's a bit dated about this is because it's meant to be that you're meant to be watching a VHS, and this guy has recorded over a film that was on the VHS. It's sort of like a snuff movie. He's filming all these people being killed, but he has a sort of view on the world, and it's pretty interesting what it did, and I do really enjoy it. Next one is a pretty fun and just ridiculous horror. I hate this says a slasher movie for the Skins generation. It's even from Total Film that said that, but this just has some pretty fun kills to it. That is tormented about a bully coming back to life to get back at the people that bullied him and everything. But yeah, this is pretty fun with this kills and stuff. The next one is The Tunnel, a found footage film that took me by surprise. Arrow Films? What? I keep on seeing recently that Arrow Films released a lot of horrors. They normally released, because Arrow are the people that release like the stuff with all the crazy artwork and things, but then they do the other thing under just Arrow Films. You kind of said, probably don't know what I was turning around, but yeah, The Tunnel is a found footage film that has some in it a moment where I've watched this twice now, and the moment gets me both times because it's just incredibly creepy and just something that I wasn't expecting the first time that I watched this. This was the first time that I watched this. Is the website did it through you could buy their film for like $5.99, and they did some really interesting things. The Tunnel 2 is happening soon. I'm interested to see what they do with that. Hopefully it will be good. The next one is Willow Creek, which was released this year on DVD, and I missed it at Fright Fest last year, but it's done by Bobcat Goldthwait? I don't know how you say his name properly, but it's a found footage film that Bobcat did some good stuff with this. He did a found footage thing that was interesting, has a 20-minute just one shot where it gets incredibly creepy, really does work, and I found it pretty interesting, and has an ending that I wasn't expecting, and it's like it still makes you think, okay, what the hell was seriously going on there, and what was in the film. And the final one is a horror comedy that is just so crazy and everything. This is just something that I bought it just because I thought it would be fun, and it looked fun. It looked ridiculous. I remember watching the trailer. I even own the T-shirt of this as well. That is The Taint, which is about the water is infected, and yeah, the water's infected, and now these men are killing women. This has some great practical effects in it. Some really, really weird scenes, and just it's a whole weirdness. It's only 70 minutes long, so if you have 70 minutes to kill, just watch The Taint. Look at that artwork. I love the artwork. It's great, and the disc's great. Even the guys that released it, they released it on VHS as well. But yeah, The Taint is pretty mad. Has some great special effects, and is absolutely hilarious, and has some pretty horrible scenes. But I was at a party one time and had it in my bag, and I was like, I'm going to show this to people. The two people in the room, I really, really enjoyed it, but also thought there was one scene that was really horrible where one person just didn't want to see what it was. So yeah, that's how I roll at parties. I take weird, obscure films to them. So that is all for today. It's not as many as the first one, but I've still spoke about them properly and stuff. If you think, again, that there is anything that I've missed out, then say in the comments down below or anything. And maybe there probably will be a part 3, because I'm always watching new horrors and stuff, and they're probably something that I will enjoy. So if you think there is anything that I've missed out, send the comments down below. And I'm sorry for this being out so late, but I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you very much, and thank you to everyone, the subscribers and everything. It really, really does mean a lot. And yeah, that is all for today. Thank you very much. I'll see you all again very soon. Goodbye.